here to encourage you in the complex marketplace, how you can break through the markets. I know we're all doing DOM. We do different things, children. Some of you, you've been in the industry for 10, 11 years, doing the same thing over and over and over and over, until now, you're like, enough is enough. I want something different that's in complex. So breaking into complex health and social care markets, well, you need to be strategic. You need to know your goals, how you can penetrate. I know most of you, you are seeking everywhere. I want to do TDDI. You go everywhere. I've just done my application by myself. You go to HSCPN, you run. But have you done your market research? Are you prepared with the training that Mr. Guinai was saying? This one, it doesn't need people who've got faint hearts. You need to be equipped. I've been doing this complex training and also as a ITU specialist nurse, also lecturing in universities, colleges, trained with ABOT, BD. I did so much for the last 12 years in training and discovering how we can break into the markets of complex care. It's not an easy thing. It looks like it, but we are playing with life. So if you want to break through this market, you have to know you're going to spend your money on investment on staff. I guess everybody was saying it. I love Mr. Guinai was saying training, training, training. You can say, oh my God, it's expensive. To be honest, it's not expensive until when you get the results. So position for competitive advantage, build trust with commissioners and clinical teams. Because once you are into this market, you need to sell yourself. How do you sell yourself? You need to have your goals, your strategy, like I say. You need to know what are you entering into? Because this complex, I remember somebody came to me, I was mentoring them. I said, let's see your application. What did you say about your experience? There was nothing like ventilation, like anything. He said, well, personal care. Yeah. I said, you're not going to get it. Because what they want is more than DOM, more than personal care. So you need to understand in complex sectors, you have things like ventilation, tracheostomies, spinal cord injury clients, neurological needs, and so forth. And some, they need high dependent support models. And you need to develop your support models. I'll go deeper into it. Clinical governance and excellence in delivery. If you get only one client and impress them, you have break through the jackpot. What you need is only one client. So as you can see, these are type of clients. You can take them out to park, even on their ventilator with a tracheostomy. As long as your staff are trained and you have what you call a clinical lead nurse, who's always been available, right on time, and to make sure things are done, stocks, everything, medication is all available. You don't leave these things to the carers only. It can be a carer-led, but still, there should be a nurse around to come and inspect maybe 2-3 days to make sure things are done properly. And also to speak to the family. It's very, very important when you're dealing with complex clients. You need to be able to engage with the families. If you don't do that, you're in the wrong job. They will complain. So you need to find a strategy in doing that. You need to know your value proposition. I think you must have done business. Define your uniqueness if you are selling yourself, either to the council, commissioners, discharge teams. What is your uniqueness? What is your niche? I complex. We all want to do it, but what is it that they can prove you can do it? Sometimes it's the way we write our letters. You need evidence, outcomes, reliability, and expertise. Show them your business model of complex. Most people, you don't know that. This is my model. I want to break in these markets. So show them your model of how you want to do this complex. Training staff and competencies, like what Mr. Gwinya was on about. So winning contracts in health and social care, you need to align your services, your model, like I said, with ICB, councils, discharge teams, demonstrate readiness, safety, and cost clarity. Some of the time we under costs ourselves or we over. You might have in your borough or ICB, they're saying we've got a complex client who's ventilated, just got a stoma and spinal cord. Just because you just want complex. And then the first thing they say, are you able? Have you got the capacity? Yes, I have. Now the struggle begins. Okay, can you show us your mobilization plan? Do you know about it? Who knows about the mobilization plan? I'm learning too. The reason I'm learning this because I've been into the market of knowing what the commissioners want. You have to create that environment to know them, understand how do I break in this market? What exactly are you looking at? Because most people, we don't know about mobilization plan to win the markets. That's point number one. So you need to be readiness, have your safety structures, your cost clarity. What are your costs based on? Yes, they might say, give us your cost. I guess Mr. Mshandu knows different costs coming. Can you tell us what's the cost? They're calling different organizations because we don't know. So it's very, very important as well to approach to those people who knows the markets. Sometimes you can undercost yourself, and mostly in the ICB, the costings, it depends. Some they start from 27 to 33 if it's a carer rate. But obviously they want to reduce the cost. So if they say, can you tell us your package, and you go on 23, the other one 24, the other one 27, maybe you have 4 providers to go and assess the patient, and the other one is saying 33. Yeah, they can go with the one with the 33. Why? Because I've done my mobilization plan and I know my transition plan when the patient is about to be discharged. I put every system in place, and they'll be like, wow, I think I'll go with Joyous than going to the 23 because they don't want mistakes. They don't want safeguarding. And then I'll go on the 33. They'll be like, wow, how did you do it? Well, I had to look at my skills, my values. My staff are well trained, and my costing should be fair enough. And they're not scary people when you speak to these case managers. Let me tell you something that I've experienced this week. They don't know me, but they heard about me. They called, have you got the capacity to look after this complex? I said, yes. Send us your mobilization plan. That's what they say. I'm like, you think I don't know it? I know about the mobilization plan. I did within 12 hours. I sent it with my costings, everything. Said, okay, can you go and review the clients? I rendezvous, review the client before even the clients. You remember, we are human beings. We've got feelings. He was sitting there. I'm walking steadily, smiling. I was like, "Good morning." Wow. He said, "Wow, what a joy. You didn't know my name is Joy." I said, "Okay, I'm winning, isn't it?" I sat next to him. I asked him, and he was like, "You know what? Even if you don't finish, I want to go with you." I said, "Are there any other providers?" Usually I ask, "Are we in competition?" I ask the client, "Did anyone come here before?" "No, it's you, the first one." "Are there other companies coming?" "Yes, there are 3." I said, "It's okay. It's good for you to understand how they work." So the first thing, impress the client. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them about, tell them how you're going to support them. Don't just go there. I've seen people, they'll just sit down. They're like, "Oh, what's your name? Where did you live? What do you prefer? What do you eat?" You are following your care plan, please. Yes, it's a patient-centered care plan. Don't follow your paper. Ask the conversation. But mostly we follow the what? That little handshake. Yeah? They will know, this one, they're only for paper. That's another point taken. Yeah? Okay. Be resilient. So sell yourself, like I said, be authentic, bring authenticity and clarity to your service users, even to ICB, even to social services. I have one client, I think Godfrey knows. I just started this last year, and I was inspected last month. They couldn't give me, they were like, outstanding, outstanding. Why? I've got a team. Paddy, can you raise up? I think you know Paddy. Paddy, I got him when he didn't know about this health sector. He's a lawyer. He's qualified fully now. But in my business, he developed lots of things, lots of plans. And we developed what you call compliance system. That's what we used for CQC. Everything was under one umbrella. We were, even if I had 2 clients, remember I had 2 clients, but they can, we went above and beyond, like outstanding. You had all this, we had that menopause because I had um, menopause. Guess what they say? They asked me, "Have you got menopause policy?" I said, "Yes. We've got also meetings of meetings. I even showed them how I've done with my staff, and also I had to alert my staff to say they're gonna call you, tell them about menopause policy that you are happy with." And they did. They said, "We are happy. Our manager told us about menopause policy." So that's, it was so outstanding. But obviously, when it's first time, they cannot give. But if you go on our report, it's very clear, well led. There's nothing in between. But what am I saying? You can fly. It's only 1 month. Now, we got our rating last month. These past 2 weeks, I've got 3 complex clients coming up, and the other one in January coming up. Why? We had to do a meeting with the highest of the ICB, the commissioners. They said, "Joy, can you tell us your mobilization plan? We've got a difficult client." I did tell them. They said, "Okay, for now, can you send us? And then by January, we'll be giving you this client." You need to sell yourself and be confident. Well, my Mrora was saying she's gonna be a millionaire. You can be a millionaire with 3 clients, 4 clients. Huh? You can. And you can. If you believe you can fly, you can. So I'm going to encourage you to say you need to go to the right people who knows about complex. Not everybody knows about it, but you need to know what to write, What's the expectations are you required to? So show proven capability through case evidence. We on our inspection, my team developed what we call a case study activity. That was our first client with severe learning dis. We did a case study activity. We showed them every minute. They were just like, wow, wow, we've never seen this. We've never seen this. We had to be creative to show where we've been with this client, how we have been, and now the transition and the change. They were like, wow. And they even called the parents the same thing. So be creative. Be creative. Um, Also, writing comprehensive care plan. If you go and assess your clients, I've been helping other managers. I don't know whether she's here, but it's fine. You need to know how to write a comprehensive care plan. Because when you go there, when they say go and assess a client, you need to act as quickly as possible, like a hyena. Because most of you, you wait 2 weeks and then you write a care plan. Me, I went and assessed the client. The next day, I didn't sleep. My husband was like, I said, I need to create this comprehensive care plan, risk assessment. 3 a.m., I sent it to them. And she even called me, did you sleep? I said, no, I didn't. He said, wow, this is what we want. Because if you wait for a week without sending this, they want to know how you can devise. Usually, they'll just give you a paragraph to create a comprehensive care plan. They don't give you the information. I know most of you are waiting. Oh, we don't have the DS2. We don't have this. You can create with that paragraph because you know you've assessed the client, you know the client's needs. So that's another number two. They want to see how you can improvise, how you know how to do this. Yeah. So it has to be outcome driven planning. So you can see here we do train as well companies to make sure that they do the right thing. And risk assessments, you need to do risk assessments, holistic risk capture, clear mitigation strategies, aligned to clinical safety standards. They want to see it in your care plans as well. And knowing your costings, which I said, understanding your staffing ratio. If you've got a complicated client, do you know you can scale your cost as well? They might say it's 2 to 1, but they've got tracking and everything. You can request as long as it's got a valid reason. Client you are giving us, we need a nurse who can manage them 3 days a week so that we can see the consistent and pattern. They can still give you. It's over there, but you don't know it. The budget is there, but they don't tell you. They'll kill me if I say that. That's another thing. Avoid underpricing, protect sustainability as well. Um, Market research is very important. Know your regional rates and expectations. I think always Godfrey takes most of the pricing I've seen on the group. You know, private clients, we're going to jump into it. Understand the commissioner's priorities, like I said, yeah. Analyze gaps and opportunities, yeah. It's very, very important. And also, achieving best outcomes, you need to deliver constant and excellence, maintain robust quality cycles, build long-term partnership. Wherever you are, um, even here, connect to connect. You're not coming here just to say, oh, it was boring. Did you see how she was wearing? Did you see how this one was speaking? No, if you come here, take every word. To be honest, you go far. I've been coming here. When did you mentor me to have a CQC? That was 3 years ago.
3 years ago,
Yeah, I didn't know much, but I know training, I know my stuff, but I don't know the logistics, how to know what is ICB, what's CCG. It took me time and to know all those things. But you need to build a long-term relationship. Growth is driven by who knows you, not just what you do. They know what you do, but they don't know you. And sometimes go to other events, local communities. Networking, like here, multiple touch points across community teams, discharge teams, knock and tell them what you do as well. It's very, very important. And if you want private clients, there's more platforms as well. You can print up your flyers, go door to door to affluent areas, not to the poor areas. You're not gonna get good ones. Yeah, I'm not joking. Go away. There's the richer. I live near Windsor. I live near Essex. What I do, I just go all those areas. The next minute is a phone call. Yeah, because they've got the money. They've got the money. So you need results govern credibility. You need to know that. A strong reputation is a strategic asset. If you've got a good reputation within them, you're an asset. When it's positive, it becomes your story, retold through the sector's internal networks. Your name will go every place to say, wow, can we go with this provider? We've heard, we have seen on LinkedIn for a purpose as well. In private care, relationships are the currency and trust becomes the long-term equity. So private care marketing is there. And there's one company who operates on private clients, 30 clients only, and they are making it. Just private, no hassle, but know how to go into those sectors. So in private currency, says currently they are valued as 3.5 billion, just private. There's money in private clients. There's 4,110 children swarms, and it's rising up 15% year after year. There's quite money in there, but we are not going for money. We are going to show our skills. We are going to do the right thing to value them. They're human beings. It's not about money. One of my CQC, when she was inspecting me, she said, Joy, I understand your company is not for money. I've interviewed companies. First thing I notice is about money. So these CQC people, they know that you are into money or you're not into money. The way you are answering to them and your vision and your values. So you need to bear in mind that. So keep shining and keep learning, because excellence is not a goal, it's a lifestyle. Thank you.